Welcome to M&B PCP Review. This is the SIG Sauer 1911 We the People blowback CO2 BB pistol. And you guys, if this looks familiar, that's because, well, this is the one that I got a long time ago and had some issues with the function of it. Had a few jams, wasn't cycling properly. But we're going to do a re-unboxing because it's been sitting. I have done a lot to this to get it to function properly, but I haven't really tested it. And I never did a proper test when I got it. So we're going to take care of that today. So this is like a re-unboxing. I just keep things nice and I keep them in their box. What you're going to notice right away is the finish of this thing is beautiful. And for YouTube, no, this is not a firearm. This is a pneumatic blowback air system. And here she is. Now, I hope you guys can pick this up. But if you see, this is a lot more beautiful than it used to be. Can you see that? What I did is I re-blued the entire thing, and then I re-distressed it. And we got rid of that gaudy lettering that was on the side. Does have authentic weight and feel. It is nice. This is not, in YouTube's terms, if YouTube's watching, this is not a fake. This is a system that's designed to do what it's supposed to do. This is a pneumatic air and cavity system that uses blowback air to project a projectile. So I did have other grips on this, but I ended up putting the originals back on and I brightened up the stars a little bit. Super nice looking, but how does it function now? Well, we are going to have to load it up and find out, and we'll run it over the chrono and see what we get. I will tell you, this does cycle a lot smoother than it used to because I've polished the rail and everything is well lubed. The way they had this before, it was just kind of a bit gritty and wasn't refined enough. So if you can tell, much nicer, more distressed, but much nicer. 1776 We the People model. Let's get to testing this thing. And we're going to run a 5.1 grain BB. And let's see what the FPS is. SIG is claiming up to 320. Let's find out. I'll be right back with that. We're all loaded with fresh CO2. BBs are in it. And let's test this thing. Let's see exactly what we have. I'm not going to go over any function today, guys, because if you're looking at this, odds are you already know how it functions. But let's get some FPS. Let's turn on the chrono. And we'll let you guys see exactly what's going on here. And hopefully we got enough light in here to do that. And get this set for you. Okay, guys, if you can see that, I hope you can. And let's make sure everything's going to function properly and work properly. .287 FPS. This is the first that I've ran through this. So, and 0.91 foot-pounds. 301 FPS and 1.0 foot-pounds. Duplicate 301 FPS and 1.0 foot-pounds. We had an air. We have another air. And there might be the lighting in here. 300 FPS and 1 foot-pound. And we will go next one. 293 and 0.95 foot-pounds. Okay, now that being said, we're going to let this sit for a second. We are going to run some different weight, different grain in here and see what we have. So let's save this group. We had a standard deviation of 6.23. Not too bad, not real powerful. A lot of the power gets taken away by the blowback action, but we will save this group. And let's save that. And we'll have to change our weight. Okay, now we are going to be going with a Hornaday Black Diamond. And these are all supposed to be visually inspected. These are a bit heavier. I believe they're a 5.4. But let's see if it cycles better. $311. $311. So we went up a bit. And 1.16 foot-pounds. A duplicate. Standard deviation seems to be pretty good on this. There's a 0 standard deviation. Let's see. Duplicate, 311. Definitely cycling better than it was before. And we have an air. We have another air. Maybe moving too fast. It doesn't like these black ones in this chrono. 304 and 1.11 foot-pounds. So we're getting more foot-pounds. And a bit more speed, and they are heavier. So it's a little bit of an oddity. 301. 1.09. So we're above the 1 foot-pound mark on all of these. The gist of it, right? Standard deviation 5.06. So there we go. And it cycles now without jamming. As you can see, the magazine does not jam at all either. A lot of lubrication, a little bit of polishing and fine tuning around the edges for everything. Yeah, this definitely is a lot better than it was. SIG Sauer, We the People, 1776. If you pick one of these up, take the time, go through it, make sure your slide is polished and such, so it glides a little bit faster and easier. That's what I had to do, and I had to take a little material off the inside because sometimes the mag would jam. Very cool though. For those of you interested in blowbacks, no, this isn't my most powerful one, but it's decent and it feels good in the hands. I think my best one is definitely the Baba Yaga, the Combat Master version. That thing just rocks. That's by Crownland, KLI, and that's the best blowback that I have. That thing is just amazing. And then, of course, my Springfield Armory XDM. And this is decent. It looks really pretty. It's pretty. It feels good. But definitely not the best. Definitely not the worst. Can't go wrong for the price. Pick one up. If you like tinkering with them, make it right. Have some fun. And it's not a rattle box either, so that's really good. It's not a rattle box like most of them. All right, guys, thanks for watching M&B PCP review. Quick one today. You guys have a great day, and I'll be talking to you soon. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe, and pass on to others.